XRP holders, welcome back. We have some XRP breaking news, and this is going to be coming one of the trends, I believe, for the incoming future as we talk about the ETFs as it relates to XRP. So let's talk some Ripple. Let's get into it. XRP Army, welcome back to the channel. We've been talking XRP since we were down in the trenches, right? Stuck in basically that purgatory as we awaited for the SEC trial to conclude. And even before that, we were talking XRP on the channel. So shout out to you guys. We made it. We're still looking for that push, and we're going to talk XRP each and every single day on the channel. So make sure you all subscribe right down below. Smash that like button, and as always, give me your thoughts in the comments box, as we are going to get into kind of what's going on in the overall market and the big storyline today as it relates to XRP. April 30th will be the approval, as we talked about what is going to happen within the world of XRP and ETFs. We'll get into that discussion. I'll give you guys that quick news update. And then, as always, my thoughts on what's happening with XRP today. Okay, so the first way we are going to do this is we're going to look at the overall market and dive into the top 100. Right here on the crypto bubbles, you can see it's kind of a mixed bag, right? There's a lot of crypto that is kind of having a little bit of a kind of pullback, if you will. Nothing crazy, 1 to 3% pretty much across the board. But as it stands here today, as for XRP, up 2.2%. Some good news coming as we get into that $2.27 price level. And XRP has been running. If we look back at the last 7 days, it has been 8.1% into the green. It's been on a little bit of a move. All right, it's not above the $2.30 level that we were once at, but still, XRP is moving, and we need to talk about exactly what's going on right now in this video. Okay, if you all are looking to trade XRP, though, I will remind you, I do have a link down below for BTCC. Check them out. They do have a lot of volume competitions as well as giveaways and sign-up promotions. If you want to start onboarding and trading with BTCC, there is spot and leverage trading available to all clients pretty much, depending on where you live at. But within the United States, it is one of the platforms that you can trade on leverage. So check it out. Do your due diligence. Make sure it's right for you and your financial journey. But join me in trading on BTCC if you want to get started today. That link is down below. All right. So let's get kind of into it right now, and I will kind of touch upon what we're seeing here on the chart. And this is something as we look back at November, we're in 2024. I'll take it. I know we were on a little bit of a descending fall as we get back into the first part of 2025. But since then, guys, we did kick it up, and that's what we're going to look at here as we pull kind of what we've seen happen. Okay, so we did get a little triangle crossover, and since then, if we want to zoom in a little bit, you can see exactly what's going on. This territory right here has been very much what I'm excited about, because this is kind of where, yes, we have tariffs going on, but all systems go when we talk XRP, and it's not financial advice. I'll never tell you guys to buy or sell a crypto. But that's just right there in front of us, and you can see kind of what we have going on as this is looking super bullish for XRP as we kick off the new week. And it's kind of got me a little bit of excited because we did dip below that $2 level. That was the level that I was targeting to add to my XRP position. And then that's about right when we had that crossover. And since then, we've been on a pretty much, like I said, about 8 to 9% roughly over the last 7 days. So that's been exciting to watch. We'll see if we can maintain this steam. But for XRP traders, it's all about the news. It's all about what's going on and right there in front of us. So let's get into the big discussion right now as we look into April 30th. That will be the launch for the XRP ETF by ProShares Trust. Okay, so that's kind of what we have falling in terms of the ETF dominoes. My thoughts on that is kind of what we're going to be talking about a little bit more. So I will give into the argument that this article will put in front of you. But for me, guys, it comes down to a couple things, right? Without the ETFs in play, I would still be a believer in XRP. I would still hold XRP personally, and it would not really make a difference one way or another, make or break me, I should say, in what I want to do with my XRP holdings. It's not something where I look at it as a negative. I do see some pitfalls from these ETFs, but that's a whole nother discussion. But what I'm trying to tell you is there's a lot of organic stuff happening within not just XRP, but within crypto in general that have me very, very bullish on this whole subject at hand. The ETFs, not so much, okay? I've never really been a, oh my God, the ETFs are coming, buy as much Bitcoin and Ethereum as you possibly can. That was never really my long-term outlook in play for any crypto that was launching an ETF, right? Any prospective ETF launch did not make me go long on cryptos. It did not make me say, okay, guys, this is it. Yes, it will bring in a ton of institutional money. Yes, it will drive adoption and create more and more wallets across the board. No, it will not make me want to buy more crypto for that reason alone, okay? That's just me personally. Reason being is we saw this with Bitcoin. We saw this with Ethereum. If anything, it just kind of played into the hand of market manipulation at the top, and that's kind of what turns me off when we talk ETFs, right? We want to make decentralized finance, correct? Well, why are we bringing all the banks in? I know it's going to be good things in terms of numbers and volume and all that is fine and dandy. But if we talk XRP, we're talking cross-border payments. We're not talking ETFs. And I think that's something where that transactional count is more relevant to me than bringing in a couple bankers across the board and some more suits into the whole crypto discussion. Okay, that's just how I feel about it. You guys are welcome to have your own opinions. Like I said, I'll never tell you to buy or sell a crypto. But I am seeing that buyers are returning back to XRP. We do have some resistance that we're going to be faced with if we do push $3. But right now, across the board, if we look into kind of the metrics and what's going on from a TA perspective, this is where we have formed a nice little bullish cross on that 3-day MACD, and that is a level that has been a significant change since we have been we have been down in terms of these moving averages since late January. Okay, so this crossover is occurring presently. We'll see if this continues and what kind of role this will have in shaping the XRP market moving forward. Okay, back into kind of this article and news headline that I want to talk about. You can see right here, the SEC has given the green light for ProShares Trust to proceed with its XRP ETF offerings. Officially, this will be set on April 30th of this year, and effectively, the newly filed N1A form will cover multiple XRP-focused ETFs, okay? Now, this will specify kind of a new amendment that will designate a new date for kind of what we have coming about within the XRP ETFs. And also, this is something where we've seen this amendment solely just for the purpose of setting up for that April 30th launch, okay? So that's kind of what we have going on. It's ProShares Trust. They are launching their way into the digital asset sector. There's a lot of efforts to get involved with cryptos, and this is something where we see a lot of this kind of aligning with what we have in terms of regulation. They're crossing their T's, they're dotting their I's. It is not something where it just boom happens overnight. So this has been a lot of work and a lot of time coming, and now we have the ProShares XRP ETF just days away. Okay, so this is kind of the first stepping stone. I think that there will be more dominoes to fall, but also it's going to be something like I'm going to remind you. It's not something that's going to make me want to get involved with this just based on this announcement alone, okay? And I think there's going to be a lot of people, they get the, oh, April 30th, we're live, you know, boom, and then they're going to buy XRP. Fine, you're probably not going to lose out in the long run, but I do think that in the short to intermediate time frame, there will be a little bit of buy the rumor, sell the news going on, and that's just kind of how I feel about it. I think that Bitcoin would have still got to 100,000 without the without the ETFs, and the same thing really is evident within Ethereum because we have not seen that push with all the Ethereum ETF holdings. It hasn't got the same push as Bitcoin. So I think it's all independently focused. I think that we would have still had those runs. And I think that the same thing goes for XRP. If XRP is going to do what Ripple is out here to do, I think they're going to go with or without the ETFs, but it is relevant to cover it. I do think we will get market manipulation on April 30th. So kind of keep that in mind as you navigate your trades. Wanted to just share with you guys my thoughts. Appreciate you all tuning in and stopping by. But yes, the ProShares Trust is going on XRP ETFs April 30th. That is when the green light is now effective. Okay, so appreciate you guys stopping by. If you haven't done so, click that link down below for BTCC. Check them out. Start trading with them. 14 plus years in the industry. Very, very favorable option in my opinion for US-based clients. If you do want to get involved, like I said, links down below. Make sure it's right for you. But I thank you once more. Hit that subscribe button as well before you guys exit here, and we'll see you guys all in the next video. Cheers.